Sam Miller, Chief Administrator at Central Rivers AEA. Today we're at Miller Middle School in Marshalltown, and we'll be spending time with Don Yeager, a licensed social worker who is a PBIS trainer and coach. Don, I'm really excited to be here today to learn more about the work of our social workers, and specifically the work that you lead with PBIS. So tell me a little bit about your experiences working at the AEA, what you used to do, and then how it looks today.
When I started with Central Rivers AEA, I was a school social worker, team representative. A couple of years ago, I transitioned to working more with PBIS and our well-being team.
So I know we've been involved in some well-being work here at the Marshalltown Community School District. Tell me about that work.
Actually, to me, it feels like it's a blending of social emotional learning work along with their PBIS. So PBIS has had schools identify their school-wide expectations, and Miller has CATS as their expectations. So we know that all students at Miller know what CATS means, and they apply those learnings throughout the school day. So social emotional learning takes a look at the whole student. What are those underlying skills that they might be lagging in or that they need in order to help them to be successful learners? We spent a lot of time last year through professional learning time working with teachers, helping them to understand about building relationships with students and student engagement and how we talk with students that are struggling and students that are not struggling. So what we're looking for today in our classroom visit is evidence of how they're implementing that.
Same as usual, I'm going to ask you if you have a preference, and you may call a friend if you are unsure. Okay. So what's my M value?
325.
And so what would our equation be?
Can I call a friend for this one?
For the equation? Yeah, sure. You got to get your phone out and type it in though.
Hello?
Hey, can I say,
Yeah.
hey, what's the equation for number 3?
Y equals 3x plus 899.
If you have questions, please raise your hand. All right? Our expectation is that you are engaged in this. We have a test on Tuesday. The more engaged you are, the more you'll get out of this activity.
My first question is, are the students always that well behaved? Because I came out and I was just amazed at just the level of engagement, the culture of the classroom. It was really impressive.
One of the things that I heard when the students went into their small group work was one of the students said, I get it now. I have a big brain. So when they're struggling and then they work with their peers and they're so engaged, as we saw in that classroom, that's exactly what we were looking for, the social emotional and in a healthy classroom.
And you were writing frantically, so there must have been a lot of good examples of the type of instruction and feedback and communication that's part of our framework.
Yeah. And when I make a report to the school about what I saw in my visit, I never specify which classroom I was in, because I never want to be evaluative.
Right.
And what I'm doing, I'm just reporting out what I see and then any suggestions. Really positive comments. I'm looking forward to kind of writing them all down and sharing them with you later.
That's wonderful.
We were able to observe at one point in the classroom transition from full class instruction to small group work. And as the students were making their way to their small groups, first of all, the teacher did a great job of outlining what we're going to do. And then as students transitioned and moved around with Mr. Miller and I, they were, excuse me.
Oh, that's
so
wonderful.
Really fabulous job.
It was so impressive today to see the culture that you guys are building, and your staff, obviously. I mean, you guys are doing great work, and just congratulations. This is a really fun school to come and just experience it and see the kids and the staff.
I think we recognize that there's a lot of work to do, and we're never going to be finished. And I appreciate you saying that, because I feel like we've made some really good strides.
That building relationships piece, I think we're all really understanding, like system-wide, that that's the key to everything. We've really been talking a lot about how important it is to first and foremost build those relationships with kids.
What we always talk about when you come in is that you are an impartial outside objective. A set of eyes, ears, and a view, and so that's what I always appreciate. And usually you don't surprise me.
Well, thank you so much for letting us come in and observe all the wonderful things that are happening here at Miller Middle School.
Yeah,
What a
you're
great place
welcome
to be.
anytime.
Yeah,
We
come
love
back
having people.
anytime.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Very much.
Thank you.
Wow, this has been such an educational day. I love the partnership we have with the Marshalltown Community School District. I so appreciate Dawn taking me around and sharing with me the tremendous work she's doing as a PBIS trainer and coach. But I also want to recognize all of our social workers and the great work that they're doing across our entire agency. It's been a great day. I've learned a lot, and I look forward to continuing this journey of on the job with Central Rivers AEA.